Hey YouTube, look what came in. My Crosman 362. Why in the heck did I buy this thing? Well, up until a week ago, I would have had that very same question. Like, why in the hell would you buy a multi-pump pneumatic when we have brake barrel guns? I didn't need this gun, but after shooting at Benjamin 342, all of a sudden I was enlightened and thought, wow, pneumatics are so much easier to shoot than a brake barrel. I was super excited to see this, made in the USA. I'm so excited. I didn't know Crosman still made guns in the USA. This is freaking awesome. It says uniform easy pumping force. We'll find out about that. It's 22 caliber, 36 inches long, rifled steel barrel. So it says 850 feet per second with alloy pellets or 700 with lead. I'm not going to chrono it. There's other videos you guys can watch. You can see it chronoed. So 8 pumps is the max. That's, yeah, it even says right there, do not exceed 8 pumps. That's interesting. One would think it would be 10 pumps. There's only the Benjamins that I remember being 8, but I'm going to follow that. I'll shoot all my shots today will be with full power, 8 pumps. Okay, so if you're like me, before you buy a gun, you'll go do research, watch YouTube videos. And that's what I did. And I think I watched every single video that somebody featured with this gun. So they did a lot of good information on it, which I'm not going to repeat here. My first impression, it's got a little bit of heft to it, but it's not, I mean, when I say heft, it's just, since it was all plastic, I thought it was going to weigh nothing, but it doesn't. It actually has a little bit of heft. So what I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to shoot it from my sandbag, and I'm going to put a target out there. This target actually, that you've seen in my other videos, that I shot a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to aim here and see how it does. I'll show you the results. Okay, so I just shot a 5-round group and the results are not great. I did manage to put 2 right next to each other there, but look at I'm all over the place. Not good, but I don't know that I'm ready to fault the gun. I feel it's really more me. So we are at 2 and it was a 2.5 inch group. The worst out of anything I've shot so far. I'm not ready to pass judgment yet. A couple things I've noticed right off the bat. I was glad to see it came with the peep sight installed. I didn't have to switch that around, but the rear sight was completely loose. So I had to tighten that up. And then the other thing I'm noticing is I'm pumping it up, and I don't know that I can really, if it'll show up on the video while I'm pumping it, but this is freaking loose. I can feel the whole thing move. So it's annoying me. 5 rounds, I could feel everything move. So I'm gonna see what I can do to tighten up the gun. Shouldn't have to do this. It's brand new. Let's see what happens if we tighten that up. Okay, so I just tightened up this screw and it is 5/32. We'll see if that made a difference. Okay, so that did help tighten it up a bit. Let's look at this thing up close. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time because there's already other videos out there. You've got this older style front blade sight that's non-adjustable, and I like that because it's thin and it doesn't ruin your sight picture like the stupid fiber optic types do. If you want, you can switch the rear over to a notch style. I'm gonna leave it with the peep sight. So one thing I noticed right away is the stroke to cock it is shorter than it is on my drifter, and then my other one, the what is that, a 1322? This actually looks different too. Let's try. I shot destroyers for the target, so I'm gonna put a destroyer in there. And then the pumping effort, that's to me the biggest thing about one of these guns, because if this is like a Benjamin 342, 392, that series, it's not, you're gonna hate it, but I'll tell you right now, it is not. It's really quite easy to pump up. Basically, I feel like if you think this gun's too hard to pump up, then you probably should just not be into these type of guns. So I already cocked it, so we're gonna go 8 pumps. It's super easy. It's like butter. This is nothing like shooting one of the Benjamin style. I am still noticing, so I'm holding it here, I just feel like there's play going on, and maybe that's the nature of the gun. It actually really disappoints me. I imagine there's nothing else to tighten up on it. None of the other videos that I've watched have mentioned feeling stuff move around right here. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot off my elbow, and we're gonna see with 6 full power shots, clean off that entire sawhorse of the 2 beer cans and the 4 silhouettes. Let's see if we can do it. I like this style test because the first time I was able to do this, I was blown away with the accuracy with my RWS Model 34. And then when I did it with open sights on that Benjamin, I was freaking shocked. All right, first shot, let's take out the beer can on the very left. Hits hard. All right, going for the ram. Not sure where that one went. I think the gun's sighted in a little bit low, so I'm gonna try to compensate, and that's gonna get progressively difficult. Okay, going for the turkey. Oh, nice. I'm really liking this gun. Okay, let's take out the ram. Maybe that was too low. There we go. That little one's gonna be, it's gonna be tough. Okay. But what I do like, I'm not fighting the gun. I can just focus on shooting. Going for a little birdie. Oh, dang, I got it first try. Man. Okay, guys, you just saw how well this gun did. Right out of the box, I had to tighten up the rear sight. After I lined it up, I went off that mark there that's on the plastic breech, went with the center mark on here, and tightened the screw, and that's all I did. I wish I would have hit all 6 in a row without any misses, but gosh, how many rounds is this? Like 11, 12, 13 shots? I fired 13 rounds through this thing so far, and I was able to replicate the accuracy I got with my RWS Model 34 with a scope, and I watched that video again. I actually missed in that video, if I remember right. And then that Benjamin 342, where its sights were actually, I had a little bit easier time seeing, I thought, than the peep sight, which surprised me. So maybe after I get more time on this, I won't feel that way. Well, so let's look at this gun. I'm really impressed with it. I was hoping I would be. So you got your warning label, Model 362. Oh, so I wonder how the serial numbers work now. Oh, I bet you, is that the whole serial number, 522P? So is this made in May of 22? And this had been the 413th made, I'm guessing? That'd be crazy if that's right. I have to do some more research on serial numbers. If I have the 413th, I don't know how many air guns typically get made, but I guess I would have thought it was higher than that. So it is really slim. This gun is, it almost feels like a kid's gun. It is so freaking slim. I don't know a good way to show it to you. So that's plastic there. That long steel barrel, rifled steel barrel. So there it's on the side. It's got a rubber butt pad, which is nice. It certainly doesn't need it for recoil because it has no recoil. But, you know, when you prop it up against something, it's not going to slip on your floor. I love the crossbolt safety. I like that better than the ones on the Benjamins. So the trigger appears to be plastic, which is a bummer, but at this point, I can't tell you I have any complaints about the trigger whatsoever. I mean, it just I just shot it. I wasn't noticing. Some guns, I really noticed the trigger, and it just really irritates me. I didn't on this one, just worked fine. So you can kind of see that triangular shape of a pumping arm, kind of like an old AR-15, like the 60 style, 70 style AR-15. It's comfortable. I don't have any complaints about it. It's got nice grip. I really like it. I don't think I'm saying that just from the point of it, you know, being novel and just new to me. I like it that it wasn't so expensive that I just feel like this is just a great accurate gun you can use, and if you drop it, you're not going to get all upset. I always get kind of bummed when I see nicks and stuff on the wood. I just said I'd like a wood stock because I think it would be just cool looking, but honestly, this is better because it's just way more durable. And then the exciting thing about it is, if you're experienced air gunners will know, but if you're new, is this thing is just like super modifiable. I'm going to order a metal breech just so I can put a scope on it, because this thing would be freaking deadly with the scope. I kind of want to see how accurate I can be with it, because so my thoughts are, with a scope, this thing will be so freaking accurate that it'll embarrass a lot of brake barrel guns, simply because it's way easier to shoot. And that's the reason I bought it. I have a bunch of brake barrel guns, and the expensive European ones are really, really nice and they're really powerful, and I like them a lot, but they're more difficult to shoot. This thing is easy to shoot. So you can kind of think, and as far as, it's basically like a PCP that you charge as you go. And I should do a PCP video. I actually have 2 of them. One of them's broke because it freaking leaked again. I had to replace seals in it. The other one's what I use for pest control with squirrels, because I like having some Marauder, first generation Marauder, and it's super accurate. But man, I hate fucking pumping. Oh, I hate having to go through the hand pump to charge that thing. Just brings me dread when I see when I see that gauge and it's dropping. I'm like, I hate it. I'd rather pump as I go with this. Okay, guys. Hopefully that's a quick enough video. When I edit it down, you guys got to see the gun. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to do more videos on it. And actually, I'm going to go set some more cans up right now. Okay, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.